I wanted to make this video today to kind of talk about just living your life in general and not being afraid to be judged for who you are truly. I find that more and more that I'm being honest these days. There's a lot of people that are not fond of it, especially with the latest video that I dropped about my whole views on like religion and spirituality and things of that nature. A lot of people unsubscribe because it's like, oh my God, he doesn't believe in a higher power and this, that, and the third. And I'm like, I'm still the same person. And it's just kind of funny how it kind of confirmed exactly what I was talking about in the video, which was like, people are only going to follow you or want to be friends with you unless it benefits them or if you guys share the same beliefs, right? I'm the same person. You guys, some of these people never knew. If I've never made that video, they would still be subscribed to me. But because I publicly stated that I don't really believe in a higher power, I'm more in tune with like the universe and things of that nature. People unsubscribe, which is okay. I don't want to make this whole video about that. If you want to learn more about that side of me, you can go watch that video. It's the last video that I posted. And I don't regret it at all. If anything, I mentioned in the video that I know I would get a lot of unsubscribed people because a lot of people identify with their religion or whatever they believe in, like really, really hard. And they don't really leave room for any interpretation for anything else, right? Which is fine. But I kind of think that comes from a very judgmental point of view. And I don't care what kind of walk of life that you come from, as long as you're a decent human being, I feel like that should be the number one thing, right? That's why I feel like we have a lot of the problems that we have nowadays. The fact that my comment section is riddled with, oh, this guy is lost, this guy is this guy is that, all because I said I don't believe in a higher power or things of that, or God, right? People were just like swinging left and right, which is cool. Everyone has their opinion. There was some disrespectful comments, but ultimately, it's like it's like no matter what you do, no matter how good of a person, because being good is subjective. I think I'm a pretty decent, kind person for the most part. No matter how kind you can be, if you don't believe in what somebody else believes in and things of that nature, they will deem you as the enemy or someone they can't hang with, because there's also shame as well, like, oh, you're hanging with him, he doesn't believe in this or that, or he's not Republican, he's not a Democrat. It's like, bro, at the end of the day, as long as you're being a decent human being and you're not harming anybody, why does it matter so much to y'all? That's what I don't get. You know what I'm saying? And I always operated from that sense, even when I was a believer. And even that I'm not now, I'm still like, I'm still the same person, right? I still share the same morality is something that I carry with me, believe or not, right? And usually, like in real life, I'm not one to go around saying, "Oh, I don't believe, I don't believe." I don't run around like with pride saying that. Like, I don't care if anyone like knows or not. I simply made the video because I stated it was a topic of interest that I wanted to disclose to the public. And then a lot of people, I said, hey, if you want to learn more about that side, please feel free to let me know if you want that video. And I did it because a lot of people requested it. And as a result, we got the response that we got. And we also got a lot of people, new people that coincide with what I was saying. And again, I don't care if people like take sides with me or not. I'm always open to like discussion and communication in whatever that I talk about. I don't care about being right. I don't care about being wrong. This is simply a page where I just kind of state what's on my mind in that period, in that point in time. And then the next day or whatever, it goes on, right? And whoever relates to it or whoever doesn't relate to it is fine, okay? But yeah, it's just funny that, and I want to say, like, no matter what you do, good or bad, people are gonna say what they want to say. So you might as well live your life as the way that you want to live it, right? When I cut my hair and then went to do the regular look, you know what I'm saying? People were like, oh, what happened to the colorful hair? This, that, and the third, right? I like you better with the locks. I like you this, that, right? I put the locks back in. Oh, I like you better with the cut hair. What's going on? It's like, just do what you want to do. You can't satisfy. The only person that you need to satisfy is yourself. And the more that I kind of go through life day in day and just have talks with my friends and my therapists and things of that nature, and with myself, it's like the only thing that matters is what I care about, right? I was reading this book called How to Stop Giving a Fuck, or something like that, right? It's about Cal Newport, or no, and another one called No More Mr. Nice Guy, and it really puts that value of just putting yourself first. And even my therapist said it. He was like, "You're a very kind person, but you need to learn how to set boundaries and be assertive about it. Like, you kind of just don't express your needs, right?" And that's something I've always struggled with, which is why I've partaken in taking that extra step, right? Because I feel like a lot of my frustrations come from that. And that's simply because I am a recovering people pleaser, right? I was a lot more of a people pleaser back then, but now um, I'm more balanced in the sense of like, I don't care to please other people too much anymore, right? And that can be a lonely road, because like when you get out of that people pleasing phase, or when you're working on getting out of it, you start to see like some of your friendships shift, and some of them, they will shift in a negative way, where you see like, okay, some people would only want to be a friend because they can get something out of you, right? You being that people pleaser, you always say yes all the time. I would always say yes, but you start saying no, and they're like, what's going on? Like, you know what I'm saying? People don't understand that a no is a no. Let me fix this camera. Sorry for the terrible angle. I just came from a party. It was lit. It was a good time. It was like a Mapiano Afrobeat party type of vibe. Very, very good. Dancing, all that good stuff. But yeah, the more you kind of step away from being a people pleaser and be more selfish, and I'm learning that that's a good thing as well. The more you kind of got to be okay with standing alone in certain situations, right? Not saying to kind of ostracize you, like make yourself the enemy, or like purposely make yourself, what is it, like stand out in a negative way. But like, if you don't agree with something, and it's like it's not like morally correct, or just something you just don't stand for, you do not have to play sides. If you got to be the one person that stands alone in a room amongst 50 people, and they all are wrong or doing something that is not correct, that violates your values, you gotta be okay with standing alone, right? And I literally wrote that to myself. I was like, because my therapist had me journal some things that my ideal or my ideal self would act like, right? He gave me the prompt. He said, what would the ideal version of Joel look like, right? And one of the thing was being able to stand for what I believe in no matter what, right? And me making that last video that I made I didn't give a fuck about the comments, honestly. Part of my friends. I really did it because I like expressing my truth, right? And if that means a couple people stop supporting me as a result of stating that truth, that means they were never supporters to begin with, right? And I'm okay with that, right? I've read the comments. I didn't get flared up. I didn't get nothing. Like, I already knew that was coming. Anytime you talk about anything that's like religion or politics, it's like anything that people highly identify with, it's always gonna be like a riff-raff, right? Not a lot of people can kind of step away from it and detach themselves from it. And I'm not saying it from an ego point of view, like, oh, I'm better than you because I don't identify with this, that. It ain't that, right? But I do find it funny that these same people that say they want the world to be kinder and we want a better earth are the same people that unsubscribe to me because of what I believe in. Mind you, I'm the same person. You just found out because of a video I made that I don't believe in a higher power. You said, okay, Yeah, I'm good with this guy, right? Wow, it is crazy. It's just it's the wildest thing, right? And again, I knew this was gonna happen, but when asked this, I don't really speak about it unless I'm asked this in public. Like if someone stepped to me and be like, "Oh, what's your views on religion?" I'll be like, I don't really identify with a religion. I'm on the spiritual side, right? Um, then I'll talk about it. But like if say if I have a performance or one of my friends is doing a dance show and I'm in it, right? And they do prayer circles, I'm gonna respect the prayer circle. I'm gonna hold hands, I'm gonna close my eyes and bow my head, and they're gonna do their prayer. I'm not gonna be the one like, oh nah, I don't believe in that. I'm not one of those guys. Like I don't care too much to prove that I don't believe in nothing. Like it doesn't matter. Like it really doesn't matter. At the end of the day, as long as I'm being a good person and I'm doing things right by my friends, by my family, that's all that matters. I want everybody to be cool. Everybody to be cool, right? But yeah, that's the video for today. If you need to step away, if you need to sacrifice, let me not say you need to sacrifice. If you need to, what is the word I'm looking for? If you're a people pleaser and you want to level up or get more in tune with yourself, start taking that risk with taking steps away from like being part of the herd. You know what I'm saying? Like get uncomfortable. It's been very uncomfortable. Like me coming from this party, like the whole way to get to this party, bro, I was nervous. I'm always nervous when I go to an outing. I don't know why, right? But I see that it stems from like, oh, like people know that I'm a dancer. So I'm always going in with the mindset like, my friends is probably gonna want me to dance or whatever. But it's like when I get there, I dap them. I'm like, yo, what's good? How you doing? Long time no see. Mind you, none of them asked me to dance. It's just a thing that I think about myself. Every time I go outside, I'm like, all right, I gotta dance at least one time. Mind you, it's I thought it was my friends portraying that on me, but like when I really took a step back and just kind of paid attention to what was going on tonight, I was like, yo, that's kind of me putting that on my that pressure on myself so I could please my friends or get that crowd reaction as a result of dancing, right? That's people pleasing, right? I think it's very funny because dancing is like entertainment, especially when you're dancing for people in that kind of scene, right? But it's like a really thin line when you're like going to a party and then doing a performance, right? Yeah. So learning how to differentiate and make sure you're putting yourself first before you put others first is a whole nother thing. But as we learn more and more, as I learn more and more, and for all the people that are experiencing similar problems or issues or things, let me not say problems, similar things, then you can kind of relate in some sense. And let me know what you guys do when you guys get in that mode of like, damn, I should say something, but I don't want to hurt their feelings, or you don't want to be the one person that opposes whatever is going on in the room. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a lot of attention. Like everybody's saying yes, but you're like, I don't think that's a great idea, and you state why, boom, 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 boom. It's kind of gonna be one of those moments where it's like, you know what I'm saying? But it might just be the way that I look at it. It may not even be that harsh of a reaction, but that's another thing. A lot of the things that you think is gonna happen never happens. Like it doesn't happen, right? Unless you got like supporting details of why you think, like a calculated assumption, that's different. You know what I'm saying? But usually, like, say me going to this party, I'm thinking like, it's gonna be mad. Like it's only gonna be one of my friends there. I'm not gonna know nobody. It's gonna be weird. Cause I like when a party is like there's a lot going on, so it's easier for me to like kind of blend in. But it's like if it's like only 5 or 6 people there, it's like mad space. I'm just like, damn, now we gotta talk. You know what I'm saying? But and again, I don't have to talk to anybody if I don't want to. But yeah, I got there. It was like medium sized, but then it got lit towards the end, and then everybody just dancing. And I'm over here like this. Just vibing, doing stupid stuff, you know what I'm saying? Met a few new people. Some cool cats out here in Houston, I'm not gonna lie, some cool people. But yeah. For I just want to say this before I end this video. For anyone who's gonna watch that video that I posted about the spiritual journey or whatever, or my spiritual background or what I believe in, please be ready to be surprised or whatever, right? But you can kind of get the hint of what I'm talking about, and I hope it doesn't make you look at me differently. But if it does, that's cool. But I really want to open some of your eyes, is like, and tell y'all, like, people can exist in this world without believing in what you believe in perfectly fine and still achieve the highest dreams, aspirations that they want to achieve, right? It doesn't make them any less than a human. It doesn't make them less morale. It doesn't make them less capable. It doesn't make them less hopeful. It doesn't make them less faithful. We still have all access to all of these things. We just do it in a different way, right? But a lot of people make it seem like, oh, if you don't have like someone to pray to, then like, how do you like stay grounded? How do you like deal with tough times? It's like, you can talk to yourself, you can talk to your friends, you know what I'm saying? You can walk around, touch grass. I like to go look at the sunlight from time to time, walk around, you know what I'm saying? Listen to music, debrief, meditate at times, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I would just sit in this room and kind of just look up at the ceiling, you know what I'm saying? And then things would come to me and I would kind of decipher stuff in my head. That's like a form of meditation or self-reflection in itself, right? You kind of just take things apart in here, you know what I'm saying? Like, we still have access to these things. We're not Satan worshipers. Like, I don't know how else to put that, but I don't want to make this a long, dragged out video on that topic. But I know a lot of you who do not identify with religion and are more on the spiritual tip, right? Get a lot of the weird looks and like, ooh, yeah, you going to hell, right? I had a few of those comments in my joint, like, you going to hell. I'm just like, okay, buddy. Shouldn't you be going to hell for saying that? I don't know, bro. You wishing that on me is crazy. I think that's wild. Why do I deserve to go to hell because I don't believe in what you believe in? That's crazy. Right? We got to start understanding that people come from different walks of life, right? Hence why you have 1,000 different, belief systems and religions. We come from all types of different walks of life, right? But anyways, hope you guys have a great day. Hope you guys enjoy your Monday. I know it's a little late for me to make a video like this, but yeah, I kind of felt like turning on the camera and yapping, you know, after I came home from the party. And yeah, hope you guys are good. We got some bananas over there. I don't know if y'all can see it, you know what I'm saying? Got some bananas. They getting ripe right now, you know what I mean? But yeah, y'all have a good one, man. I appreciate all y'all, and y'all be good.